Hi, friends. This is 2 days in a row of live painting, but I really want to get the big floral done. So I'm putting on my gloves 2 days in a row. And today I'm working with some oil paint on a palette. And we're going to go for the finishing of this giant floral here. So thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoy what unfolds, whatever unfolds here. Whatever unfolds. So I'm still going for, in essence, what would be a really kind of modern pop art kind of painting here. It's not usually how I paint, but these flowers, once they started kind of figuring out how they wanted to be, they just were this kind of super brilliant, strong, and vibrant color palette, which I think would look great in any place that wants some bright, uh, bright piece of artwork, what you would might call a statement piece. And I also want to finish this because Carl was on yesterday. Now, for the life of me, Carl, your last name I, is being elusive in my brain. But next up for Laurie Maves ART live painting, I want to do a really large, intuitive abstract, which I think would be fun for Substack. A real large, intuitive piece that, again, there's no planning, and you guys will just kind of be along for the ride. So this piece kind of started out with a loose plan, but it has made many left and right turns since then. And now I'm just kind of on the finishing touches of creating a little bit more vibrance here. So it's a pretty green palette. I've got some lime greens, and I just really like the way this is rolling out this electric blue against these lime greens. Fanciful, but hopefully fun and inspiring to you or to whoever who ends up with it on the wall. This big yellow flower has been a little bit of a challenge. Just can't decide where it wants to go. But today, again, I'm painting for about an hour. I'm going to stream for about an hour. If you turned in late, I upload the other version of this on YouTube. I don't know, watch a whole hour of it. That seems like a lot, but I try to maintain this thoughtful review of what I learned today. I'm not sure what I learned today yet because I really will have to think about that. But I'm using a mix of oil sticks and oil paint. I guess it was like okay, here's what I learned. I guess it was like it broke some there was some record broken in Tampa for it being like the coldest morning the other morning. I don't know, maybe it was this morning. This morning we woke up, it was 41 degrees outside, which is no bueno for the crops in the middle of the state. Nothing down here likes to freeze. But today I have the door open. I think a roofing job next door would be wrapped up, or at least they're not in a stage where they're banging so much like they were yesterday. We had a beautiful Be Free Pathways group online gathering this morning. And a couple. Well, one new person from Substack joined. It was nice to see her face and to create with her. I'm not going to mention her name because maybe she doesn't want me to respect her privacy. But if she wants to share, anyway, everybody's always welcome in that group. We're like what you call an all-inclusive kind of group. So what I'm doing is I'm just coming in with some of these highlights. And I'm kind of getting to a place of more resolution, I think, with this piece. Now I'm at this point where no, there aren't going to be any more major changes. And it's like when I'm working this close to the end, I don't even need to really spend much time because we talked about yesterday the last 3 inches or so of border all always usually disappear with when the canvas gets stretched. So I'm just adding in some little highlights here and there. I've got these great little circles I want to work with. Something like a little signature of my work. I don't know what they are, if they're like little orbs or little pockets of energy. Without overlooking it, right? That's always the challenge. Some people ask me about painting, like, how do you know when you're done? And that's a great question because there's no regular answer for that. Sometimes it depends on my feeling about it. Sometimes if it's for a client, the client might say, stop a little right there, don't go any farther. which is usually good feedback for me because sometimes I get going and I can, not difficult to overwork a painting, is what I want to say. So at the end, it becomes a little bit, you just got to be careful about that. How do you avoid overworking a painting? That was a question. How do you avoid overworking a piece of artwork? The answer would be is to take many breaks and step back from it so that each time you make a mark, you know where you're at and you know where you're going. Now I've spent a lot of time backed up from this piece, so I, in my mind, knew how I wanted to approach it today, which was this yellow green highlight. And basically like low lights and highlights. And then I don't know if any other small flowers are going to get added. We'll have to wait and see. I love that bright light blue that's right there. It's a great little accent color. So yeah, that's what's going on today. What's going on today in the studio? I think I'm just going to keep making my way around this way. I was outside doing some yard work yesterday, and I love trimming trees, and I love deadheading flowers, and I love kind of taking care of the plants. Have little dead parts. I love kind of cleaning them up. I was outside yesterday working on these plants, which they have this name ginger something. They have these big leaves, and I thought we could just go out there and yank on the dead leaves to clean them up. But oh no, you can't do that on these plants because they're super, super strong, and they're not the yanking and grabbing kind. You actually need to have a big trimmer or clippers or something. So I was doing that yesterday in the morning. This one's a little, I'm not sure about this one here. Maybe a little help button. It's nice to get out in the yard. Get your hands dirty. Hug some trees. You know, if you can't paint them, you might as well hug them. or clean them up. Okay, kids, we are rocking with this one. I brought this little one out because I want to make some changes to that. I'm not sure what this is going to be yet. That's why I'm setting this one out here. I think the orange is what bothers me on that one. Yes, I should. Got questions? We have questions? Hi. Hi, Carl. Hi, Nina. Hi, Infinite Human. Hi, Carl. Yeah, I mentioned you earlier, Carl. Next time, the next painting, I Brenda, Jan. Nice, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Um, I mentioned Carl earlier that the next painting I do is going to be a big intuitive abstract, which means nobody knows where that's going to end up. And usually that means no identifiable places or representations of anything. I'm wondering if any of you who are watching also paint yourself. I've just found the greatest art here on Substack. It makes me so excited every time I log on. It's super exciting. Sketchbooks and all kinds of super high level, high realism paintings to landscape artists to figurative drawing. There's one artist, I love her ugly art. Oh, what her name is, right? Make it ugly. I think that's her tag. Make it ugly. Make it ugly. That's always fun. Okay, this is much better, I think. I'm happy about the direction this is going. If you guys, a few of you there that are watching, if you have questions, you can always put them in the chat and I'll check them every 15 minutes or so. This painting time always goes so fast. Amazing how fast it goes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Isn't that fun? It's fun. Painting is so much fun. I was talking with my friend Kathy Ryatt. She and I lead that expressive arts group sketchbook journaling session, and which you're all welcome to join. It's every other Wednesday from 10 to 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Called Free Pathways. And I was talking to Kathy after the group was over, and I was telling her how I miss making these really big paintings for clients because the studio I used to be in was in an interior design studio. And the gentleman who had that studio, it wasn't a studio, he had a big warehouse, he had a big business, and he downsized, which is probably good because you get older and, you know, it's nice to downsize, takes the pressure off. Anyway, so, but in his downsizing, there wasn't really space for me in a new place, which was fine. It's been a little bit hard for me letting that go as far as not having the amount of work that I used to regarding large scale pieces, but I keep painting because it does bring me so much joy after so many years of painting. I don't even know how many years I've been painting. I mean, you paint when you're a little kid, but like making paintings and hey, trying to exhibit them, I've been doing that for 30 years or more. It's a long time making paintings. Boy, oh, I don't quite know what to do with these guys. Getting a little lost in my creation here. I need to come back in with like a black or something to make those pop even more. That's okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Change is good, Carl. I've had a lot of change in my life. A lot of change. A lot of different places I've lived. And actually, it'd be an interesting task to go through how many addresses I've had in 50, all of my 50 something. Yeah. Okay. Delete highlight here. Yep. And maybe some here. Giovanna, hi. Welcome. Karen, welcome. Sea Salt, Robert, Ians, thank you. Thanks for joining, guys. I'm trying to finish this painting. Been on this wall for Uh, 2 months, probably. But I don't work on it every day. I've been working on it lately with Substack Lives, and that's about it. And then I run time lapse. But I'm getting close to the end. I wasn't going to go live today, but no, that actually, you guys almost hold me accountable. I was looking at it and I thought, I want this sucker finished because I'm tired of it. I'm really loving it right now, but because I want to do something, even though I love it, I'm ready to move on to something new. So I feel like this painting has had its wall time, and we need to make space for something new, which is probably going to be this big atmospheric piece to my left, which you can't see. But it's a big kind of blue atmospheric piece, and I want it to be, I don't, that's wanting more pinks in it, maybe. I love painting with pink. It's one of my favorite things to do besides this lime green and this electric blue. They're like my favorite colors to paint with. Hmm. It's getting a little tricky right here because I have all these circles. And I guess I can pull right through them. Because I don't quite know what I'm doing with those. I mean, they're going to stay, but in this, I'm going to rework part of that. Okay. That's better. Mi piace questo. Okay. That's not bad either. I don't want to take that slowly. Okay. I do love being at this part of the painting because it's like you're almost near the finish line. It's like if you run a marathon and you're like at mile 20, 22. You're like, I can make it. I can make the next 4 miles. I can do it. Sometimes big paintings are like that. They're like running a marathon. You're like, I have no idea when this puppy's going to be done. And running marathons is not something I can do anymore because my knees are done with that business. But it was fun when I did. Okay, kids. Oh, What time? It's 3:35. Is it 3:35? Yeah. I have about a few minutes to go with you guys. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, about this guy here. And clean this up just a tad. These guys are right on the edge of being crops anyway, but you never know. You never know. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. Mm, It's so funny. I don't know if anybody is watching who was in high school in the 80s. You were in high school in the 80s. There was a cheer. I wasn't a cheerleader in high school. I just remember cheer. All right. Decent. All right. Decent. And that's what was going through my head just now. That cheer. Crazy what goes on through our brains when we're paying attention. Okay. This one wants to be a little lighter. I'm sensing that from the plants. My little make believe plants. Little make believe world. Where everybody's kind to each other. In the world of my paintings. Ooh, that's a little. mm, That's a little. Sort. Hey, buddy. Thanks for making an appearance today. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. Okay. Question. Any questions? No. Look at that. Okay. Um, Dang it. I'm a little okay. I guess I'm gonna go for that big yellow flower. I've been avoiding my the big yellow flower because she makes me a little nervous. Isn't that funny? Don't we do that in our lives? If something makes you nervous, you avoid it. She's been making me a little nervous. Well, let's make friends with her, okay? I bet she's really nice after all. I don't have to be afraid of her. I just don't understand her just yet. I don't understand where she wants to land. If I don't ask her and I don't hang out with her, I'll never get to know her. Right? Our lives are like our paintings. Okay. So, I don't know if she was a combination of we fear what we don't know and understand, and I didn't understand the flower or which way it wanted to go. So I kept avoiding her, but I think she's gonna get resolved here. You were probably the flower was probably sad because I was avoiding her. I love that. Maybe that was what was going on here. Painting has a funny way of doing that. It forces you to reconcile what you don't know or understand. Otherwise, I think people just walk away from their paintings if they struggle with them too much or they destroy them. Or it might have been Carl who said we just do a paint over. You trash the canvas. That might have been Carl. Don't. That wasn't you, Carl. I apologize. See, this she just wanted to be smoothed out and cleaned up. I think that's all she needed. I have a little faith. And this yellow was a little too mustardy. I think that was also the problem. Perhaps. And it was more this lemon yellow, I think is better choice. I have some nice pinks and oranges going. I don't want to destroy or lose all that. Push some of that lemon yellow around. That's better. And I love this electric blue right here. I don't want to lose that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, you'll be ready. Pink here. I don't want to lose that. But I could always create that too. Right? My friend Netify would say that. Netifay would say, you can just recreate it. And that is wise words. You don't like your life, you can recreate it. You created it the way it is. If you don't like what's been created, you can change the story anytime. Even if you're in a real dire, sucky situation, which I have been in my life. I am no longer in that dire, sucky situation. It's nice to be in a place when your life isn't. I'm grateful for that. Grateful that part of my life is in the past. Not to say that something bad's not coming in the future. Of course, it always can, but I've had a great run. A life filled with many, many joys and many, many sorrows. Both that makes for a good painter on some level because you can appreciate when your life's going well, when you have come out of something that was really bad. It feels so delicate at this point because I'm like, oh, I just want to get to the end. Like maybe now I'm on the mile 23 at 26.2. I'm almost there. Okay, this is last top one. Let's see how this one comes up. This is the tricky part because I want to keep it dark. No, it's okay. If I lose this blue, those pistils and stamens, I can always redo them. Right now they're blue. They might, I don't know if they're going to stay blue. The yellow was also a little mustardy for my taste. Not that there's anything wrong with mustard. I like mustard, but no. when it should be more lemony. Okay, kids, we're coming up. I got about a few minutes left. I had some pink in there and I lost that. But I'm thinking I can go grab some pink and draw it in there. Hmm, that is so much smoother and nicer. So I'm just going to have to go over those guys again, which is fine. I'm a little lazy right now. I should have grabbed a smaller brush, but that's okay. Well, this may. I was just thinking I could use a palette knife there. I don't. Oh no, no, that. Mhm. Put some highlights here. I might have to come back tomorrow. It might be too wet. Okay. All right. You know what? I'm liking you a lot more now. We are getting along. See, I was afraid for no reason. You guys have any questions? I'm almost done here for today. Hi, Annette, Sky. Thank you for joining. Um, maybe what I'll do is give you guys a quick run up here through the. I'll bring you up here for a up close and personal. What's going on in my make believe flower land? Because it is way different up close. And what you guys are seeing is the big composite. Composite's right word. These aren't quite the way I was. I did that yesterday. I don't know what's going to happen with that pink. I don't like that. Do you, Marcello? I don't know. I don't really like that. I need to figure that one out. Okay. Couple more highlights up here. And then the only thing left I think I have to understand is these little balls of color. I'm just not, I really like them. I just am not sure. I might have to, I think I'm going to have to tack those tomorrow because I need to make sense of this and this. And these are okay. but they need cleaning up. They need cleaning up. And I'm not sure if this is going to be dry tomorrow. So I might have to come back on Friday. But I really want this done by the weekend. And it doesn't, there's no reason why. I'm tired of looking at it. In a good way, though. It's like I love looking at it when I'm happy with it. I am happy with the way it is turning out. I'm just ready to move on to the next big idea. All right. Um, you guys have any questions? No. Oh yeah, let me take it in front. Let's see here. Don't get me too goofy. So there's this a combination of oil pastel and oil paint. This is going to have to get renegotiated. This I think is really cool. That green that came up through there. This has to get worked out. That's got to get worked out. And this ethereal painting I need to figure out too. It's too dark. So, but I'm really happy with how this is. Standing back, I think that yellow needs more. Mm, it needs more white. So I might let that dry and have it add more white later. What do you think? Is the yellow the focus or the purple? Thanks, Moxie, for joining. That is a great question. I don't know the answer to that. What is your experience, Carl? I mean, yeah, the yellow is the brightest thing there. What what I tend to do is sit here now in my chair. I've got this little chair here, and it's across from that, so I get a little bit of distance. I think I'm going to sit here tomorrow, and if I take more of that yellow and bring it into the tips, maybe into the center of these purple flowers, and bring a little more lilac into the purple, I think they're too white now that I'm back here. I think they're lost. I want those purple a little bit more and the circles worked out, and that might all be able to happen in the same sitting. Go for the purple. Okay. I'm going to go for that in next time I pull all the stuff out, and I'm going to go for more of that. I think that's a wise piece of advice. And those little blue, I'm going to bring these up. I like this blue. It should be stronger, but a version of that and more purple. And we could be close to finish. Okay. Thank you guys for joining me. It's always fun to paint with you all. And I'll see you next time. Ciao.